Uranus is direct now. How are y'all feeling it? How are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? I feel like all of the tiredness and the just like, I don't know, I felt like the last week and a half, I was just so exhausted and body tired, and I don't feel that as much anymore now that Uranus has left retrograde. So that happened last night. Um, Around 6:30 my time. I'm in Pacific. And I feel so much better. Like slightly. I don't feel 100%, but I do not feel as exhausted and tired as I was the last week. Surviving, yeah. Why just surviving? This is the year we thrive. This is the year of thriving. But right now, and this week especially, we kind of have to do some more cleanup work. If you saw my weekly update on my YouTube from Sunday, then you know this week's energy already. And if you watched your horoscope, you know how it's showing up for you. It is kind of a final purge, the last clearing out of old energies before we fully step into the new. So that's really what this week is about. Might be an emotional one for a lot of us if there's things that we haven't dealt with or grieved. Then that will be coming up. Layoffs. Can't wait for Saturn to leave Pisces. Oh, wow. What degree is your sun at? Yeah. Layoffs are inevitable right now. I've been talking about this for a few years as Pluto has been transitioning into Aquarius. We're really called to pursue what is on our heart to do and to create as work instead of what we had been doing in the past that maybe was unaligned. And that's why it's leaving our lives right now. This is very similar energy to 2020, where things that we were still trying to like force ourselves into or do, even though they felt unaligned, kind of were ripped out from under us. And this is a similar time right now with everything that's happening, to gear us up for a new era. Like I had a one-on-one with a client, I think it was last week, that I was talking about this in the session of, Pluto and Capricorn, we could have just stayed in the same dead-end job that we didn't feel aligned with for years and years and years. We could have just, survived and got by and ignored our intuition and our heart's calling to do something completely different. Like Pluto and Capricorn kind of allowed for that. But Pluto and Aquarius doesn't. And so while we're, still in the very beginning stages of Pluto and Aquarius, what's unaligned has to go. We can't take it with us. Especially these next 2 weeks could be a lot of rude awakenings for people if you're not truly listening to your intuition and your heart's calling and acting on that. So I know for me, 2020 was a big time of wake-up calls, rude awakenings as it relates to what I was doing for work, just fully being ripped out from under me. But it is what led me here. It is what led me to create an astrology and human design based business and thrive in it for the last, really ever since then, for the last 6 years. But it was scary. There was a lot of unknowns, and that's what comes with the territory of change, is sitting in that in between and really not knowing yet fully where we're headed or what is going to come from it or how it's going to all work out. But none of that is really our responsibility, right? Our responsibility is just to listen to our intuition and follow it and let that lead us where it's going to. And usually that ends up being a much better place than where we had been before, even though the transition to that isn't always easy or comfortable. And there's just, along with Pluto moving into Aquarius, there's so many outer planets shifting as well. kind of feel like beating a dead horse with talking about this, but Uranus is moving into Taurus or Gemini. It's leaving Taurus. We have Saturn moving into Aries this next week. We have Neptune's already in Aries. We're gonna have the nodes shift this year, and we're gonna have Jupiter shift into Leo this year. So there's a lot of outer planet shifts kind of happening all at once, and anything that is going on with the outer planets represents the kind of collective season that we're in and what is a major focus for everybody. And so again, there's this big theme of transition and change right now due to all of that, everything that's shifting in major ways. For sure, Sun 8 degrees. Oh, okay, so Saturn's been off your Sun for a long time. Saturn is not anywhere close to your Sun right now. I feel you though. I had Saturn square my moon. When it went retrograde, it was squaring my moon, and then it was squaring my moon up until like, I think a few days ago still. Like a week or two. It was up until a week or two ago, it was still squaring my moon, and that was rough. And I have a really good friend right now who Saturn is squaring her moon exactly, because Saturn is currently at 29 degrees of Pisces. And one of my good friends happens to have her moon at 29 degrees of Gemini. And not a very comfortable thing, let me tell you, to have Saturn square your moon. It's a really rough transit, but it forces you to like really, hold space for emotions that haven't been healed or dealt with, that are underneath the surface. Uranus is conjunct my descendant and Mercury. Oh, nice. It's been there for a while. I believe Uranus moved into Gemini last year. Was that July? I keep mixing up all these transits. There's just so many. Let me look at my trusty ephemeris. By the way, this is the easiest way to look up transits in astrology. I teach this in my intermediate astrology course, my level 2 astrology course. How to look up transits using an ephemeris, because it's honestly the easiest way to do it. Once you learn how to read this book, this thing. Yeah, it was July 7th of last year. That's right. So we've already had Uranus in Gemini, and this is, I keep getting this question a lot of like, oh, how are all these things going to show up? Like, how's it going to show? I'm like, we've already had all these transits. We've already had all of them. We've already had Neptune in Aries. We've already had Saturn in Aries. We've already had Uranus in Gemini. So how was it showing up for you then? Back from like March of last year to May, what were major themes coming up when Neptune and Saturn were moving into Aries, and then Uranus moved into Gemini in July. This last summer there was a lot going on last summer. It was rough. But like, we've already had these themes, right? Gemini is in my 7th house. Yeah, I feel you. I have a lot of Sagittarius rising friends. I think it's because I'm a Sag moon. Like, so many of my friends are Sagittarius risings. So I know firsthand. I feel like it'll be a good transit though. When Uranus was in my 7th house, I was like chronically in relationships. Aries is my 5th. Started learning to play drums in July. My marriage has been in upheaval since March. Oh wow, that's fun. The drums part. Marriage in upheaval, yeah. That can happen with Uranus in the 7th house. Once Uranus left my 7th house, it's funny, relationships were no longer a focus of my life. I was like all of a sudden single for many, many years. That's what happened when Uranus left my 7th house. When did it go into Aries the first time? Because Aries rules my 7th house. That must have been 2012. Let's see. Oh yeah, here. Oh my god, that's so funny. Wait, it was 2011. I'm pretty sure that's like when I entered into my first long-term relationship. Love that I'm catching this live. Where am I sending payment for a reading? Welcome. Link is in bio. No, I don't think anyone's in line right now. Whoever wants a reading when you book one, just let me know because I have to refresh my page and then pull up your chart and everything. But yeah, I was like chronically, I was like a, what is that called? A serial monogamist when Uranus was in my 7th house. It was like my first ever relationship was like 2 years, and then I pretty quickly after that one ended entered into another relationship for like a year and a half, and then it was like 2 more year-and-a-half relationships. And that's how Uranus in the 7th house was for me. But I think there was also a lot in my 5th house at that same time, and Aquarius back then. I don't know, I wasn't really into astrology back then. I didn't really get into astrology till 2014. I mean, like, I was interested in it in middle school, but I don't feel like that counts because I didn't really learn it back then. Let me see. We had... Oh, well, Saturn was in my 1st house back then. Yeah, we had Neptune and Aquarius. It's a wild ride, yeah. For sure. But it all happens for a reason. It's all divine. It's all divine. I'm really excited for these next 2 weeks. New moon eclipse in Aquarius. Then the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, which I'll be doing a live class for tonight in my membership to go over the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, answer your chart questions about it. It's a Q&A as well as a class. And then the next classes I'll be doing in my membership are in my astrocartography course, or part of my astrocartography course and series. So we'll be going over on next Wednesday, I think that's the 11th, we'll be going over the planet lines that sit on the, is it the, yeah, ascendant, descendant angles. And then the following Wednesday, I think that's the 18th, we'll be going over the planet lines and astrocartography that sit on your IC and MC. And then, yeah, there's already like 5 classes inside the astrocartography course already in the membership. Like, it's complimentary as part of the membership, and you have access to so many other amazing classes as well that I've taught on astrology and human design, as well as a community forum to find your chart twin, find people who share your placements. It's really a community in there. I love connecting with y'all deeper about your charts. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, other than that, that's what's going on with me. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Let's see. I see that we have a couple people in line for readings now. Who is first? Just sent over my info and payment. Awesome. Is it Kenzia? Kenzia? That's who I have first. Just paid. Yay! Kenzia, hi! Okay, awesome. Let me type in your info. What's going on with work? I know you said you just got laid off, but what do you want to do? Like, what is on your heart to pursue next? Oh my god, why can't I type this in right? Better race. Ooh, Leo rising. Let's see. Yeah, you're welcome. I feel like you're meant to have a business. Like, what you doing working for other people? Maria booked. Okay, yay! Let's see, we have Kenzia, then we have... I'm just gonna read off your email because I have to click on it to see your name, and that's Wax My Ash, which I freaking love that. Oh my god. Then Miss Jamie, then Speedy Rot, Speedy Rhea? Software engineer. Okay, is that what you actually want to be doing, like long term? I feel like you're meant to be doing something completely different. Like something related to spirituality or healing or working with people. Like, I feel like software engineering was like, you know, you were told it was a good job, but I don't think that's actually on your heart to do. I like it, don't love it, yeah. Figured. I mean, are you super into astrology, like tarot, mediumship, talking to dead people? Like, it's something along the lines of that, or something like creative. I mean, you know, your chart is telling me you don't have much of a problem with money. Like, you can really, like, manifest money. Like, and it might be something where it's like it comes in all at once, so you kind of have to budget or like be you know, I have this in my chart too, and I'm like reeling in, okay, when a bunch of money comes in, I'm gonna like diversify it and like just hold on to it, and not like I used to just whenever money would come in, I would be like, oh, spend, 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 spend. And now I'm like, you know what, I need to kind of be a little bit more intentional with when money, like a big lump sum comes in, like kind of, you know, just being a little bit more intentional about where it's going, what I'm doing with it to make it, you know, last a little longer than like going on this shopping spree. You know what I mean? That's the energy. You really have to do for money something that internally expands you. Like, have you ever looked into your human design? You like human design and astrology? Okay. Starting to be intentional about money too. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because you're like, I mean, you're in a phase of releasing an old, outdated form of bringing in money that doesn't benefit you, that doesn't align with you anymore. Oh my god, it's such a treat to see you live. I found you via TikTok. Came over just now. Oh, awesome. Welcome. Yeah, I'm a generator 3-5. Oh my god. Okay, so what is the most exciting thing for you at the moment? Is it human design and astrology? Is that what you really like are super excited about learning about and want to share with everybody? Like, it's something that you are passionate about. And you can build a very successful like business from it. That's what you're meant to be doing. I don't see you like going to get a traditional job. Maybe like temporarily to bridge the gap if there's like a financial kind of like you need to bridge the gap financially, like getting something short term, but I really feel like you're meant to have your own thing, and that's it's your area of growth. Like, you're meant to grow into your own systems and structures and foundation with what you do for work. And like heal wounds around being seen. Like, you're not meant to like hide or shy away from the spotlight, because I feel like you're gonna figure out through trial and error, third line, that actually brings you a lot of joy. Got it, yeah. Yes, that's where you're headed into right now. I mean, you're gonna have, like, yeah, there's so much push for you to move in this direction right now. You're in your Mars return, you have Saturn and Neptune moving into your 9th house. You have Uranus now direct in your 10th house of career, like, and it's going to be moving into your area of long-term goals, visions, social media. If you're really like gung-ho about stepping into this direction, it could really pick up speed by the end of the summer. There's a lot of focus on relationships too, so maybe putting yourself around like-minded people more so. Actually, just kidding. I just checked my email because I remember purchasing my human design chart report from you, and it literally said I bought it in August of 2024. Holy wow. Time isn't real. I know. That's right before I went to France and was there for 4 months. And it feels like so far ago, but also just yesterday. Okay, that's majorly what's coming up for you, Kinzia. Stepping into your own thing, even if it's scary. Yeah. You're meant to innovate and work. Okay, we have Ashley next. Ashley, okay, where are you at with launching the business? You're so welcome, Kinzia. Happy early birthday, by the way. Happy early birthday. Let's do it. Yes. Okay, Ashley. Oh, Libra rising. Oh, wow. You have to get out of your head. You just have to do shit. Yep. You have your sun on your Chiron. Oh my God. You have a lot of analytical. Is that what that's? Wait, no. What is that called? The 29th degree? I just. Anaretic? Yeah. But you do have a lot of analytical placements and just energy in the chart. So you have to like really release that whenever you do things. And you have to step more into the Leo energy of like, I'm doing this because I love it. I'm doing this because I want to share it with people. I'm doing this because it's really my passion. As opposed to like, well, are people gonna like it? And what if it doesn't work? Or can I really do it this way? Or blah, 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 blah. Hosted my first event, and it's named this Saturday. I've been doing these women's circles for a while now, but I want to really lean into it this year. Oh, exciting. I've had waxed my ash for 9 years, now ready to lead into women's circle and using my spiritual gifts. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Are you still accepting $33 readings for this live? If so, where can I book? Link is in bio. If they're sold out, it will say that. If they're not, it will say that you can book, and it'll say how many's left. I don't know how many's left at this point, but I think there should be some readings left. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Ashley, because you're in this time period right now of a lot of expansion in your career, and really using like your spiritual gifts, like you said, because they are what comes natural to you. Like you came into this life with a briefcase. I mean, we all come into this life with a briefcase, but yours had like healing abilities, holding, you know, circles for people to be supported on their healing journeys. That's your energy. That's how you're meant to be known in your career. Let's see. I'm looking for when we have Cancer or Jupiter go direct in Cancer. Because right now you're still in a little bit of a reflection phase on how you want to be seen and known to the world, and like building that really intentionally internally right now. So March 10th is when Jupiter starts to move forward again in your area of career. So that feels like when things really start to pick up in a major way and you get a lot more clarity on what to do and how to move forward with it. And then it feels like from March onward, it's just kind of onwards and upwards for you. Like you're going to have Jupiter move over your midheaven in the summer. Like summer feels really good for you to be fully immersed in what you're doing and for it to really be taking off and for you to be seen a lot more in it, because this is Leo. This is Leo energy. And it's just also, there's a lot of like mindset stuff to be releasing around it. And a lot of inner work for you as well. And I think that's going to be what you bring into the business, the new business, is a lot of what you're doing right now for yourself internally to heal things or to shift beliefs, mindset stuff kind of thing. You're going through like a big clearing. Love your content. Thank you. So yeah, it feels like things might still be a little inward focused for the next month or so. But then come March, things really pick up for you. And it is really like time to get out there and be seen and like have a lot of expansion with what you're doing. Oh, I feel it. Yes. Resisting it, but I know I have to go through it myself to be able to offer the space for others. Yeah. Well, what you resist persists. So as uncomfortable as it is, I mean, I feel you. I'm a Libra rising too and have all this Virgo stuff in my 12th house. But we have to bring it up in order to fully heal it and move forward. And then like that becomes our work with other people, right? Kind of like the self-healer energy. And you're really meant to be known for like your healing journey and bringing that to other people to support them on it. It's a big part of your legacy. But it feels like everything you're doing so far is aligned, and things will start to pick up in the next month. And like I said at the very beginning, like get out of your head with certain stuff and just do. Like just try it out. If it's like excites you, if it feels aligned, if it's like oh, what if I tried this? Like just try it out and see. And if, you know, some things don't fit or work, like don't be too hard on yourself. Just go on to the next thing. Does that make sense? I don't want to let go of my first baby, but I know others need more from me. Yeah. Well, you could sell it or, you know, delegate or, I mean, whatever feels right. But I feel you. Transitions aren't always easy, but I do feel like where you're headed is much more aligned. Much more aligned. And you're going to feel so much more like joyful in it. Even if there are moments where it's uncomfortable. But it's like your, you know, it's like your growth edge. How many readings will you be doing? How do you sign up? I'm taking 8 today. I don't know if there's any left. Link is in bio. It will tell you. Awesome. Thanks. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Ashley. Keep me updated. Let me know how things go. And especially when March comes around. Because that feels like a really big time for you to move forward with everything. Okay, we have Jamie next. Jamie, let me pull up your chart. Okay, Jamie, pulling up your chart. Aquarius rising. Where's Jamie? Where is Jamie? Hey, Jamie. Okay, Aquarius rising. Let's look at love. Just reading your note. Honestly, it feels like a no with that person because you're going through so much change, like who you're going to be attracting moving forward this year, especially by the end of this year. I feel like by the end of this year, your whole everything about you is just going to be different, like how you go through life, maybe even your appearance, like, and there's a really big focus on that right now, like really pushing forward into a new version of yourself. Maybe even a healing a lot from childhood or from family or past living situations. You're in your nodal return, and that's going to peak in the next like month or two, which is a big time of like stepping into your purpose, aligning with your destiny. And that sometimes requires us to change a lot of our identity and our sense of self, right? So that's really the phase that you're in right now. And it feels like come the summer and through the second half of 2026, you're going to be attracting like completely different people. And this like person is an expander for you to show you what's possible, but that you get to have that in somebody who's actually ready for a relationship and truly emotionally available in all the ways that you need. Your person is someone who's like, they know that they want you and they're gonna pursue you. There's no wishy-washy with your person. Like they like know. And it might even be in the beginning for you a little bit of like, whoa, this person's like coming in strong, kind of intense. Like they know that they want me. That's the energy. It's no wishy-washy. And you, like, again, right now the focus is on you and on shifting your identity, your sense of self, stepping into a new you. Maybe even processing a lot of, like I said, childhood stuff or subconscious stuff. Maybe even moving. I don't know if there's something about a move coming up for you in the next couple months or something like that too. But that's the focus for you until like April. And then come the end of April, it feels like there's a lot of expansion and change within your dating and your romantic life and your love life and meeting people who are actually more aligned with this version of you that you're stepping into right now. Let me look at something else. I definitely feel like you could meet someone really aligned with you this year. That's like at the same, it feels like this person, you were trying to like drag them to be at where you are, like on your level, and they just like can't be there and they're not going to be there. And so it feels like you're, you know, meant to release that person and attract someone better who's actually on your level. Yeah, April and May looks really good for you. May 30th specifically, you start a new cycle with love and dating. I know I have some lessons I've been learning, trying to move away from who I'm attached to who I'm aligned with. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. It's not always easy when the connection feels aligned in a lot of other ways, but you deserve kind of like 100% instead of like 70. And I don't think it's going to be very long until you meet somebody who actually meets you there. Like, April and May are only 2 to 3 months away at this point. So you might even run into them at the grocery store doing something you just like do on a daily basis, like something mundane that you always do. Because you have Mercury and Mars in mutual reception. So it's like, or a workout class or the gym or something you do that's active, hiking or running or something like that. You could meet them through that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So come back and let me know. If you meet them at the end of May, I would be like, yep. There we go. That makes sense. Definitely by the end of the summer. I think you're going to meet someone entirely new that's like makes you forget. Or this last person felt like at that point it'll feel like a fever dream of like, did that actually happen? Like, I allowed that? Thanks, Fa. We'll update you. Yes, let me know. Okay, we have Maria next. I'm excited for you, Jamie. I feel like so many people who are single are going to meet a partner this year, like in the springtime. Spring has felt good for everyone for a while in terms of love. Hey, Maria. Oh, Leo rising. I got another Leo rising. Okay, there's one reading left. If anyone wants one, you can book through my bio. Okay, let's see, Maria. What is your current job? Da, 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 da. I feel like you're in a phase of releasing something with work and career and moving into another direction. This has been coming up for if you watch my weekly horoscopes that I do on YouTube, this has been coming up for Leo risings the past couple weeks. Is like reflecting on some sort of change you want to make, and now that Uranus has left retrograde in your area of career, it's like, what change did you reflect on that now you want to externalize? You're also in your Chiron return, Maria. And for you, it's a lot about shifting your belief system and your perspective, especially as it relates to like your potential, your purpose, what you're here to grow into as it like with career and with how you're meant to be seen and known to the world. Administration, office assistant. Yeah, that doesn't feel super aligned. I mean, you could do it. I mean, you have. I feel like you want to do some sort of like healing work, though. I mean, all that you have in Cancer, you have a Scorpio moon. You have so much in water, Jupiter and Pisces. What is your like true passion? Oh yeah, and Uranus is opposite your moon right now. Relationship stuff feels like it's going through a transformation. So it might even be related to all this career stuff of like, it might not feel like you have support you need to step into what you actually want to do from this person. I am rediscovering myself. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like you're supposed to do something creative or like spiritual for work. Like hypnotherapy, past life stuff, yoga, meditation. You have so much in your 12th house, and everyone I know that has a lot in their 12th house does like tarot, kundalini yoga, breath work, meditation, like astrology. That's more so the vibe. Like subconscious healing. Let me know how that is landing, Maria, and I can expand on it. I moved to France in 2019 for a year. I want to move back. I would not recommend, but I feel you. I lived in France too, and sometimes I miss it. I can relate to that. Is my boyfriend now my life partner? I can't see that just from your chart. So for that, I'd have to do a synastry reading, which requires me to look at both his chart and your chart. Like I said, it feels like relationships for you are major focus on getting clarity right now. And it feels like you're changing so much that what you need and want within a partner is changing as well. And if this person grows with you, great. But if they don't, then might not be the one for you. I also lived in Paris 1 year as a teenager. Wish I never left. Aw. No, I loved France. I just wouldn't live there. It's really hard to be an immigrant. And Europe is about to go through some major stuff that I don't want to be there for. But okay, that's what I have for you, Maria. If you wanna look deeper, you can book a one-on-one because we have to move on to the next person right now. Okay, we have Nicole next. Facts on France, yeah. Nicole. Yeah, you're welcome, Maria. Nicole, did you get a reading with me? Was it last week? Or was that somebody else that has your same birthday? Because I'm like 229. February 29th, baby. How do I get on the list? Link is in bio. Okay, life in general for the next 2 months. Well, there's a lot going on the next 2 months. So let's see. first thing we're going to have that is major is Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries. That's going to be in your area of work. Could also show up in physical health or routine, like getting back into a workout routine, really starting something new as it relates to how you take care of your physical health, maybe how that bleeds into work, setting boundaries with work, having more of a work-life balance so you can take better care of yourself if that has fallen off. That is going to be a big focus, I would say, next, really till the end of February. And then once we get into March, that will continue to be a focus, but also what shifts as we get into March is kind of how do I say that? Like something you've been externalizing with going back to school or your religious beliefs or mindset or spirituality, maybe even like international travel. Something about that has been going through a reflection. And come like the first, second week of March, there's going to be a forward. If something about that has been on hold, there's going to be forward momentum in that area of your life again. I did. Notice me, you just did my sister. I brought her in. Oh, cool. I was like, Winston-Salem. Like, how are both y'all born in Winston-Salem? Okay, cool. I think I bought a course from you. I don't ever think I opened it. Oh my God. To book a reading, it's the first link in bio. It'll say live reading. And then if you bought one of my courses, they're all in my membership platform. So look for that link and then you should already have an account to sign in and your courses will be in there, whatever you bought. Okay, Nicole, how is that landing so far? Come end of April and into May, there will be a big shift from a focus on relationships onto really your discipline with money. This could be like getting more intentional with investments or paying down debt. Could also be some sort of like spiritual awakening or intuition, heightening of your intuitive gifts. Depends on what was going on for you back in July that you got a little glimpse of in this area of your life from like July till September. That will be, that will get a revisitation come the end of April and into May. That sounds good. Makes sense. Yay. Yeah, so that is really the major focus for you right now. There might even be something creative. I don't remember what came through in the reading you got from me last week, but there might be something creative that you're kind of wrapping up right now, maybe needing to like take action on or kind of wrap up so you can move forward. And then it feels like come the summer and onward, lots of expansion with career. I would say starting like July, August in the summer. So yeah, might even, I mean, you're going to be in your nodal return, so there might even be, you might want to change home or career or both by the end of the year. I am repainting and cleaning my house out right now. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. You have so much in your area of home right now that's like, take action on, wrap up, clean up. Yeah, that makes sense. I would also like to delve into teaching Reiki. Ooh, love it. Yes, yes, yes. All those types of things are really going to thrive moving forward. Reiki, spiritual stuff, astrology. I'm excited for you. Excited. You're a master teacher. Oh, yes. I love it. Okay, we have Taylor next. You're so welcome, Nicole. I love your hair, by the way. I used to do my hair like that, and I kind of miss it sometimes. It looks so good. It looks so good. Hey, Taylor. Yeah, you got a reading. Okay. Let me pull up your chart. I think you let me pull up your chart before I say that. Is Ontario. Okay, Cancer rising. Let me see. Oh yeah, you are gonna have your Saturn return peak in the next like 2 months. Actually, let's see. April 16th. You only have one peak date. So April 16th is, which is my dad's birthday. That's funny. April 16th is when your Saturn return peaks. I think for you, it's a time of really getting clarity on what you're doing with career and like moving forward with it. It might even be something you started back in like May of last year or last summer. Oh wow, you're gonna have your Uranus trine as well, which again has already happened last summer. Revisitation of it end of April. It feels like April is really good for you in terms of moving more fully in this new direction and feeling more aligned with it. What are you wanting to do for career? Because it feels like you also have a lot of people on today have had a lot of 12th house stuff. It's like working with the subconscious, um, spiritual things. Yeah, you're hella intuitive. But you also have a way of making it practical and grounding it because of that Virgo moon and the way that you share and talk about it. Yup, I'm a YouTube strategist and video editor. Oh. Yeah, that I could see that. A midheaven in Pisces. Been wanting to grow my agency. Okay. Do you help specifically like spiritual entrepreneurs or something? Do you have like a niche with it? And also grow my own YouTube channel to use as passive income. Yeah, yeah. What would your own YouTube channel be? There's something too about being really intentional with who you have around you and who you work with. Your relationships are they really directly impact your success. I went full time in my agency end of 2024. I don't specifically only help spiritual entrepreneurs, but I gravitate towards them. Yeah. I think that's gonna kind of evolve into the whole spiel is like you helping spiritual people. I think it'll just naturally kind of transition into that. YouTube channel would be about what I do for work, so YouTube strategy and how to okay, do it sustainably and intentionally. Okay, yeah. Yeah, your Saturn return is really... Did I just get rid of the chart I had for it? Oh, I didn't even pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull up your Saturn return chart. Yeah. it's a lot of career expansion. And there's something about it that brings up like wounds in you around maybe even like work-life balance stuff, like taking care of yourself and not overexerting yourself, taking on too many clients, or again working with people who are like demanding or don't understand spiritual and energetic principles. Like there's a really big emphasis for you on like focusing on people who understand those things, that are kind of in the woo-woo world, or at least understand the woo-woo world and don't write it off. It's kind of like embracing that side of you and bringing it into your work more. Work-life balance has been a huge theme for me since I started freelancing. Yeah. That's one of the biggest themes of your Saturn return. It's just not, I think things are really going to get more, how do I say that? Get more expanded, like you're going to be busier. So it's important you delegate or you hire help or whatever it is you need to like not overwork yourself. Cause that's a major theme of your Saturn return, is making sure you don't neglect yourself for everything that's really going to start picking up speed. From 2019 to 2024, I was burnt the fuck out and working with a lot of... okay. YouTube channels focusing a lot work-life balance as well. Yes! Oh my god, I love this. That makes so much sense. Yeah. So you've already kind of like integrated a lot of Saturn return lessons, it sounds like. Yeah, there's a really big need for you, like I said, to bring more spiritual stuff into it. Nervous system regulation, maybe even too, like breath work or meditation or something about that. And kind of embracing how that sets you apart and makes you different. Yes, I've been looking into hiring, yep, a VA and video editor. Yep. Last 7 years have been a journey. Makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, this is a huge time of career expansion for you. It sounds like you're already super aligned with everything, and it's just gonna like build and grow and build and grow. So just keep following your intuition with everything. It feels like things, yeah, really start to pick up, especially around the summer and onward. I'm excited for you, Taylor. Literally, yes, with the nervous system regulation. I share about that a lot in my IG stories. I've been grounding in the snow. Oh, that makes sense. Yup. That was so helpful. You're so welcome. I'm so glad. I'm excited for you. Come back and let me know come April. April 16th is the day of your Saturn return. Okay, we have Stacy next. I definitely will. I'm putting it in my calendar. Yay! I did the exact same thing for my Saturn return. It was 2024. Hey, Stacy. Okay, I just pulled up your chart. You have Capricorn rising. Capricorn with an Aquarius moon. Career. Yeah, sign up is in bio for a reading. There's one left. Okay, Stacy, what's going on with work? What's going on with career? Oh, you're in your nodal return. What was coming up for you around, when would that have been? October? Did you get an idea to do something or let me see. Oops. Oh, November, December, what was coming up for you? Because you just had November, end of November was when you had your nodal return. That's when it peaked. And the nodal return is a time of stepping into your destiny and your purpose and aligning more fully with it if you hadn't up to this point. And North Node in Pisces is a creative sign, it's a spiritual sign. So there's probably something related to that in terms of direction that you're meant to step into. Have you wanted to pursue like writing or content creation? It's like sharing ideas and information. Drawn to human design. Ooh, okay. Maybe you're meant to share about human design. I could see that. I could see that for sure. Kind of helping people understand themselves through that lens. There's something about relationships too with it. Like maybe coming at it from a how do I say that? Like lens of using it to help with relationships or to understand relationship dynamics better using human design. I like writing quotes. Okay, do you share them anywhere? Because there's a big need for you to like act on this stuff. Like really move, like start sharing it, posting it to Threads or X or whatever, a blog, a Substack, like all of the energy is like on doing this, like really pursuing this like right now, like yesterday. Because it can really change your money situation in a positive way. You're meant to do something to make money that's like innovative, that's different. That it's like helping people learn something. Mental Projector 1-3. Oh, okay. TikTok I started to last summer. I'd make them into short reels. Oh, yep. Of course you started it last summer because that's when you had Uranus move into your area of work. And it's going to do that again at the end of April. And you've also had Pluto on your moon, which is in your area of money. So there's a big focus on transforming your finances right now and moving into a way that you make money that's more aligned with your emotional, like what is an emotional passion for you and what is an emotional drive. I'm a new mom. I have a 1-year-old. I'm feeling very overwhelmed juggling everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you gotta get out of your head about it. You gotta use the Virgo-ness when it's helpful, to refine things, to make things better, as opposed to letting it hold you back and like standing in your own way. Have a 1-year-old. So you had them early last year. Okay. It's revisiting. These next couple months are a big phase of revisiting what you started last summer and not giving up on it. If you kind of slow down with it, which it kind of sounds like you have, it's like revisiting that and really finding a way to stay consistent with it and make it work for you. because that's really what's going to be the thing for you. Not only is it an outlet, but I think it's going to be something that leads to, you know, creating a whole business, or that's what it feels like. Yeah, for sure. If I put too much thought into something, I don't do it. Yeah. I feel you. I have Chiron and Virgo. I feel you. Yeah, the relationship thing also resonates. Yeah. And also maybe like helping new moms as well, or helping people with helping other moms um relate to their partners better, their spouse or whoever, as well as like their children, and understand themselves and how they relate to their children, or how they relate to their partner or whoever it is. I think that's going to be just kind of a natural how it progresses for you, because I think that's how you use it a lot, right? Is to understand not only yourself, but the people around you. So I think there's just something about that that's like, you need to just share it. You need to start putting it out there again or more. It's very 1-3. I'm a 1-3 too, if you didn't know that. That's like where all of my content comes from. It's like, I have this experience with somebody, or I have a friend who has this experience with somebody, and I pull up their chart, and sure enough, like, and then I create content from it. You know, keeping people's information private as much as I can. But it's like, I share from my personal experience. It's very 1-3. Yeah, I definitely have to just speak up about it. Yeah. Speak about it. Yeah. Soundboard. Yeah. Just, you know, what I love to do, and I teach this in my business course. If anyone here is a student in my business course, you know, I say this like the whole course is like, you just have to create it, put it out there, and then forget it. Like, I don't watch my content back. I don't, like, so many people will be like, oh, I saw your thing about this and your video about this. And I was like, oh yeah, I did post about that. I'll like forget, because I don't analyze it. I don't watch it. I like, what is that called? Post and ghost. I literally post and ghost. Because that's what helps me to get out of the mind about it. I just like share it in the moment when I'm inspired to, and then I get off the app. And I'm a mental projector in my progressed human design chart is a mental projector. So I really, really, really resonate with that. And that's how I've learned to work with it. Is post and ghost. That's great advice. Yeah. Like, I'll respond to people if I feel inspired to, or like, you know, in the moment, I'm like, oh, okay, let me like respond to them or whatever. If I see like mean stuff or hate stuff, I delete it now. I used to like troll them, but I don't do that anymore. I just delete it. I notice when I do that with things, it's much easier in my mind. Yeah, totally. Because you're just like spinning out of control if you let yourself like analyze it, which it's like, you're going to get better by doing. There's no need to like analyze it. What is this? There's no need to like, you know, mentally drain yourself with that. Post and ghost. Yeah. Yep. Try doing that, Stacey. I think it'll really help. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for you. Share your stuff with me. I want to know what you're learning, what you're sharing, what you're experiencing. From a fellow 1-3. And that, I mean, I feel like it's going to be unignorable for you if you don't start doing it now. Like in the next couple weeks and months, it's going to be like, okay, I really need to like get back on this. Or it might just happen naturally. You're so welcome. Yay. I'm excited to support you. Okay, we have Kat next. Let me pull up your chart. Hi, Kat. Virgo rising? Virgo rising. Okay, relationships. Yeah, of course, no worries. Okay, what's going on with relationships? Are you single, looking for somebody? It feels like there's been a big new direction you've stepped into the last year with relationships in general. There might have been a lot of like hard karmic lessons you had to learn in order to do that, or like on the path of just getting more clarity on who you want around you or what you want those relationships to look like that you already have around you. I feel like so many people that have gotten readings today, the major focus is on career. Oh, and like work. I'm in a relationship. Okay. Why did you ask about it? What's going on? What's going on? I kind of put that because I usually get really. Oh, okay. Yeah, it feels like the major focus for you right now is on what you're doing for work or physical health, um, and career. Like there's some sort of change, maybe that started with career back in July of last year, that's starting to come up again. Um, there may have been something you were reflecting on about it that you just got clarity around or have been getting clarity these past few months with. The major focus is on like your routine right now. Um, and are you like wanting to go back to school or something like that? Something like that. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, well, that's not helpful for me. Yeah. Um, well, the major focus is on like just getting like what do you need on a daily basis to support yourself and take care of yourself? That's the major focus. If it's not work or career, it's your physical health. Maybe getting back into yoga or working out or going for daily walks or eating healthy. It's like kind of putting your focus on what do you need daily to support yourself and take care of yourself and really like nourish yourself through food or your habits or both. And then yeah, it's really a lot of health stuff. Um, releasing an old version of yourself too. Structure, yeah. Yeah, if your routine or like what you do on a daily basis has been all over the place, it's like establishing a better framework. Relationship took a spill last summer and it's taken a new direction. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. There might be something about it that requires more commitment or more discipline, either on your part or their part or both. But also, it's like you can only show up fully with somebody if you're wholly taking care of yourself, right? So it's like fill your own cup first is the energy, and that's a major focus for you. I think as we move into like March, there's more focus on the relationship and just getting clarity and coming together on like, okay, what are we doing here? But right now it's on you and your habits. It's on you and your habits. But I do think there's something about your career that's going to change come April or May. So let me know. Let me know what comes up around that when we get there. There might also be, you might need to today take some time, Kat, to get clear on like what you need, and there might be a big emotional purge. Is it a good change? I mean, I don't see good or bad. It just is what it is. I don't view things as good or bad. It is what you make it and how you see it. Depends on your perspective. I view all change as like it's necessary and for our highest good. But again, it depends on how you're approaching it. You have free will. None of this is like a stone tablet written in the sky. You have free will. All right, those are all the readings for today. Appreciate y'all for trusting me to read your chart. It was a pleasure. If you want to go back and rewatch it, I will be posting this to my feed, so you can go back and rewatch your reading. And yeah, you can book a deeper reading one-on-one with me through my link in bio as well. I'll be back to do, if you missed me today for a reading, I'll be back probably Friday or Saturday. I'll post that soon to RSVP to. And yeah, feels like I'm in a transition now. Yeah. I think that's the first thing I said when I opened your chart. Makes sense. All right, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.